Monica Craichy, founder and CEO of Living Fuel. This is my wife, Monica. We come to you today to explain a question that we continue to get asked. Why is our fish oil different or better than other fish oils on the market? First, let me tell you why we developed this product. As you know, as Living Fuel users, you understand that our primary products are whole meal superfoods. And when we developed these superfoods, we had to use plant-based omega-3s in these superfoods, recognizing that there's still a need in the human body for fish oil, for fish-derived omega-3, EPA and DHA. It's really important. So it was our intention to start with simply to go to the market and recommend somebody's fish oil for you to take, because we weren't in the fish oil business. We were in the powders business and the superfood smoothies. So as we searched the market, we found that there were a number of very pure oils available, but there was really something missing. There's little teeny amounts of vitamin E, one fraction of vitamin E in these various oils, and there's just so many things missing that we just knew that we had to do it the Living Fuel way, which was taking it to the max. And so that's why we developed a product that we call Super Essentials Omega. Super Essentials Omega, we believe, is the most powerful and sophisticated essential fatty acid, antioxidant essential fatty acid product on the market. Essential fatty acids are by name essential. That means your body cannot produce these without ingesting them. Now, plant-based omega-3 is not going to get you there, as I just discussed, because it takes a fish. You think of a fish as basically an omega-3 factory. It takes plant-based omega-3 and converts it to EPA and DHA, which is what the human body needs for so many different reasons. You can't possibly take enough plant-based omega-3 to get what you need in the fish oil. So we developed fish oil using fish from the front end of the food chain, sardines and anchovies, because they are the purest of all fish. Then they were taken through a flash molecular distillation process to make sure they are free of toxins of mercury, cadmium, arsenic, lead, PCBs, and so on. So pure fish oils is what we start with. And we're not saying there aren't other pure fish oils on the market, because there are, but this is where the differentiation begins.
You know, I wanted to kind of take us down the product label here and just ask you about the purity of the products and why did you put them in, because there's some interesting things that you've added to this. So yes, of course you started off with the EPA DHA.
EPA DHA we just discussed from sardines and anchovies. That's the fish oil. That's the net of what you need here.
Okay.
And you want to protect it.
And then the second thing is the GLA. What is GLA?
GLA, gamma linoleic acid. Barrage seed oil, evening primrose oil, sesame lignans. These are very important omega-6 fats. Now these are not global omega-6. These are broken down omega-6 is where you really want. So there's a process that GLA goes through. That process can either be taken over to arachidonic acid, which means it converts to arachidonic acid and then to the COX-2 inflammation pathways and can cause inflammation in the body, or you can combine that GLA with EPA from fish oil, and the literature would show that you block the delta-5 desaturase enzyme from converting it to arachidonic acid. Sounds complex, but the point is it pushes it over to an anti-inflammatory pathway, and so you get the most out of your GLA, an anti-inflammatory pathway, which fish oils already has anti-inflammatory properties. Now you've enhanced it by taking the GLA to the normal pathway.
Okay, so now why did you add the tocotrienols and the tocopherols?
Because most fish oils have 1 IU or 1 milligram of one fraction of vitamin E. So you look on the side of the fish oil, it says vitamin E, D-alpha tocopherol, 1 milligram. Now that may be enough to keep it from spoiling in the gel cap, but it's certainly not enough to keep it spoiling in the body. So it's important to us that we didn't set up a problem that was bigger than the problem that we started with. So we included from rice bran oil all 8 pieces of vitamin E. Where there's tocotrienols, alpha, beta, gamma, delta tocotrienol, alpha, beta, gamma, delta tocopherol. These work together in synergy to make a super powerful fat-soluble antioxidant that can help keep the fish oil from spoiling in the body or causing lipid peroxidation in the body. You want to avoid that at all costs.
And so this is also all natural, right? None of this is pharmaceutical grade?
From rice bran oil. That's what it's from.
Beautiful. Okay. And then why did you add vitamin D?
Well, vitamin D, let's go on to vitamin D and A.
Okay.
We added vitamin D and A at the levels of cod liver oil because there is so much research that would show the reduction of potential disease, the decrease of certain risks for women for various diseases. It would increase the bone strength, increase calcium uptake. It was so many things that vitamin D does for the body, and vitamin A, again, is a super antioxidant, immune stimulant, and so on. So it is super powerful. And the reason we added at the levels of cod liver oil, because when you take cod liver oil gel caps, sometimes you have to take 30 of them to get enough omega-3. But now you're getting too much vitamin D and A when you do that. So we've changed the ratio where we have the same ratios of D and A, but have the fish oil ratios of EPA and DHA.
Lovely. All right, the last one I love. This, you just added this a few months ago. Astaxanthin.
Astaxanthin, the super antioxidant. It's known to be 50 times more powerful than vitamin E. But what's cool about it is that it helps increase your tolerance to sun exposure, according to the literature. So a natural sunscreen, so to speak. It's also a microalgae, so it actually could cross the blood-brain barrier and can be an antioxidant for the eyes. There's so many things astaxanthin does for you, but when you add it all together, you get what we call antioxidant essential fatty acid. Simply the most powerful thing you can do for your health, the single most powerful thing. Say hello, Joshua.
Hi.
Joshua's going to demonstrate how anyone can take fish oil. A lot of people tell us, hey, I can't take gel caps, or I can't swallow them, or my kids can't swallow them. Joshua wants to show you how you take a fish oil. Joshua, show them how you do it.
Just take it out of the jar. Put one in your hand. How many do you take every day?
2.
2? All right, and what do you do with it? Just pop it in there?
Yeah.
Let me hear it pop.
So Joshua chews it like chewing gum, and the fish oil should taste like fish, or it's over-processed, the fish that it came from. So it'll have a mild fish taste for 30 seconds or a minute, and you move on. But you get the wonderful benefits of having the fish oil whether you swallow the gel cap or you don't. Sometimes they'll chew it like chewing gum, sometimes they'll spit it out. But he's getting his fish oil. Say bye, Joshy.
Bye. I take 3. I mean 4.
4?
Okay. So when she was a baby, we would poke a hole in it and squeeze it in her mouth, and then for a number of years she would chew them like Joshua did. And now, how do you do it, Jet Craichy?
I drink it.
Go for it. Show us how. A lot of people say that, you know, they can't get their kids to take fish oils or capsules, but these are actually gel caps, which go down actually very easy. How was that, Grace?
Good. Took them all at once.
All at
Good
once.
job.
Well, there you have it. A 7-year-old taking her fish oil. God bless you and have a great day.